I the a-hole for getting a bride arrested on her wedding day? Hello, everyone. Hello. First of all, I would like to apologize for my possible spelling and grammar mistakes. You are forgiven. I'm not a native speaker, so I'll do my best here. As dramatic as the title sounds, unfortunately or fortunately, it actually happened. 2 months have passed since that incident, and the drama is still not over in the family. For some context, I, 25 female, am not very close to my father's side of the family. We were always cold but respectful with one another. We only see each other at weddings and other more important events. There's actually a joke between us. Only weddings and funerals bring us together. I pray it does not get to this point with my family. At least you can stand each other for those special moments. The wedding was my cousin's, my father's brother's son. Ironically, I only met his fiance once at an aunt's funeral. Very united family. Coming back to the future bride, let's call her Alice. For the life of me, I couldn't say why this woman doesn't like me. I think it has something to do with my job. I'm a graphic designer. I work from home, and for some reason she can't take my job seriously. Oh God, I love these people. So yes, she's not my favorite person. She's probably just jealous that she couldn't do that thing she always wanted to do, you know? Like everybody grows up, oh, I want to be a dancer, I want to be an actress, and then they don't end up doing it, right?
Yeah, geophysicist.
That's what my dad does.
I know. That's why I hate your dad. I wanted to be a geophysicist.
Did you?
No, I'm just kidding. And I love her dad. His cabbage rolls. Mwah, chef's kiss. That's a spicy meatball.
When I received the invitation to the wedding, 5 months later from our first meeting, amazing things happened in my life. I got a very good contract with a publishing house, and finally, after years of savings, I was able to buy the car of my dreams. A Mercedes-Benz GLC. Now, as a short background about my family, we are not rich. We have average salaries and can live comfortably, not luxuriously. This car will be a luxury in their eyes. I knew that from the beginning. I hate answering questions about how I make money from cartoons, but I have no choice. My father's car was broken and they relied on me to drive them. The wedding took place at the home of the groom's parents, a place where I also grew up. Fast forward to the wedding. My parents and I arrived there the day before, like most of the family. Many stayed at a nearby hotel. As I expected, pay attention. I see you looking off to the side.
Making sure that the lighting is okay.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Kill me. Blink if you're in distress.
As expected, the car created some fascination. In the first few seconds, all my little cousins were jumping in enthusiasm around it. It's pretty damn big, not gonna lie.
That's what she said.
I managed to survive the questions and even help with the final preparations for the wedding. I was going to be a bridesmaid, and I was quite excited. Alice was suspiciously nice to me all day until the evening came. What does she want?
She is being very opportunistic.
She wants to put the just married on the cards and drive away. She came to me and asked if we could discuss something important outside. I agreed, and she jumped on the subject immediately. She asked me if they could use my car tomorrow. I knew it. I knew it.
It is a very nice car, but like, come on.
It's beautiful and white, and it would be perfect for a bride, she said. Without thinking too much, I accepted. Big mistake. I said that I would be happy to drive them wherever they needed. She immediately frowned and shook her head. No, you're not going to drive. John, a fake name for my cousin, is going to drive. It was probably a bad reaction, but I started laughing.
No, it's an adequate reaction. It's your vehicle.
Oh, you're serious? I may not know much about my family, but I know damn well that John does not have a driver's license! No!
Stupid John.
In fact, he tried 3 times and failed. Ooh, yeah, no, I definitely don't want someone like that driving my brand new luxury car. I asked her if she was trying to get him arrested on the day of the wedding. Funny how that wasn't too far from the truth. She ignored me and said John knows how to drive, and no one will stop a groom in traffic. Until that moment, I still thought she was joking. She wasn't. I tried to reach an agreement that I will not leave my car in the hands of someone who does not have a driver's license regardless of the event. From that to a huge scandal, it was just one step. She yelled at me and that I can't even do this minor thing for my cousin.
Why don't you just hire a driver? Don't break the law.
Then she started crying that she will look embarrassing in her parents' car, an old Ford, on this big day of her life. I mean, not necessarily your problem, is it?
Yeah, it's not your problem.
Like, I fail to see how that is your problem. Like, I can understand feeling pressure to do it, but like, you're not insured, number one.
Yeah.
You don't have a license. You failed your driver's test 3 times. What part of that makes you think?
If it was a country road.
Country road!
No, but what I was saying is like, if it was a country road. That's one thing, but if you're driving downtown in traffic, like that's a no bueno. That's dangerous, man. You can put other people in danger.
I still don't like it. I even offered to leave the car at home and me and my parents squeezed into the cars of other family members. Nothing worked. She didn't want to leave the car behind, but to appear with it at the wedding. Everything seemed so ridiculous to me that I went to my room to sleep. She grabbed a can of beer and threw it at me, screaming that I'm a and I'm not invited to the wedding anymore. Oh. I really wanted to leave, but John convinced me to stay and promised me that he would convince Alice to let me drive the car tomorrow. I left it like that and went to bed. On the wedding day, I woke up calmer, eager to find an agreement where everyone would be happy. I took my coffee and left the yard to check my car and make sure it was clean.
Oh no. Oh no.
Cleaning should be my last concern. All 4 tires were flat. And the car paint looked like the drawing of a 3-year-old child.
No.
Not with colored crayons, but with a stone or something sharp. Oh.
I wondered who that could have been.
I couldn't even react. I just blinked and wanted to wake up from a nightmare. That is really awful. This is the thing, is like, you cannot compromise with people like that.
No, but also just accept no as an answer.
Yeah, honestly, I'd be so mad. I'd call the police for sure.
I'd call the Sopranos to come slash their tires.
Oh. Call the mafia, not the
R.I.P.
police.
Tony.
The police are too nice.
Yeah, police are too nice.
I entered the car and checked the recordings on the surveillance cameras. Even though I knew who was the brain of this plan, I didn't expect to see her. Alice looked so clear in the pictures that at one point, I even saw the details of her poorly applied false lashes. Ooh. There are no surveillance cameras in the area. She did it in the dark. She must have forgotten or didn't know that there are surveillance cameras in the car.
No way.
I don't remember ever being so angry. I didn't care anymore that it was literally her wedding day. And at that moment, I wanted to teach this insufferable, spoiled brat a lesson. Teach her.
Educate her.
Are you ready for the petty revenge?
Oh, yeah, let's go.
I called an old friend who happens to be a police officer. I explained the situation and sent him the images. He assured me that I have enough to have her arrested immediately for vandalism. I didn't hesitate too much. Nah, why would you?
I wouldn't hesitate.
Just as she was getting ready to go to the hairdresser, my policeman friend appeared at the door. 1 hour later. At this time, I sat in my car trying not to cry or scream, just imagining how much the repairs would cost. I did her a favor by not returning to the house because no makeup could have covered the marks I would have left. That was good.
I like you.
You're feisty.
Yeah, I like it.
She was almost dragged out of the house by force, screaming continuously as if what she had done was not enough. When the policeman let go of her arm, she picked up a stone and threw it at my car. Wow, in front of a policeman?
Oh, I didn't do it, but let's just, throw it at your car.
Oh, yeah. No, she did that for sure. She did that. They handcuffed her and put her in the police car. It was huge drama. My friend took care of everything, and after 2 hours, she was bailed out by her father. She wasn't too late for the wedding. Oh, wow, she still got married, eh?
Wow.
She wasn't too late for the wedding, but you can tell that the gossip spread like wildfire, and the whole family was talking only about it. I don't know how the wedding was. Neither I nor my parents were there, but I heard that the bride had at least 5 fits of anger and yelled at the guests. The next day, her father contacted me. He apologized, and after he understood the seriousness of the situation, he offered to pay for the repairs of the car with the request to not go ahead with the lawsuit against Alice. I had insurance. Good for you, bestie.
Nice.
But in this case, a legal trial of the culprit would have been needed. Let's say that the bill was not small for the poor father. She has not tried to contact me since then, and I found out that she cut off contact with all my family members, considering most of them were on my side. So am I the a-hole for getting a vandal arrested, even if she was a bride?
Absolutely not!
She clearly already does not have any respect for the law. No, but like, it's like a sign, you know what I mean? She doesn't respect the law. Like, she's a criminal in the making, and clearly she doesn't if she's just like going around vandalizing cars like in front of police officers.
She needs to be taught a lesson.
It's not just a matter of, oh, I want to drive the car. You're putting other people in danger and you're putting yourselves in danger.
Okay, like she didn't let you use the car. Fine, I'm upset. But to go destroy her car.
No, she has absolutely no right to do that.
And to think you're going to get away with it. Didn't say the magic word.
You didn't say the magic word.
Please! What movie is that from? Jurassic Park. How did she get back to the wedding, though? Did she not get arrested? It must have been bail.
Yeah, her dad bailed her out.
Daddy can't bail you out twice, though. You're going to have to go through trial, hun. You're not the a-hole.
We have an update.
On what?
we have an update.
Oh.
On the story.
Shut your butt. Update me. Update!
Now, to the story and to answer some of your comments. I saw many of you suggested to go ahead with the lawsuit, and this really helped me see to the situation from another perspective. Considering the things I was told by several family members and friends, I thought her arrest was an exaggeration. That's why I posted here, hoping to get an opinion from people who have no interest protecting anyone. I'll think about it and let you know if anything changes, but I recently talked to a lawyer and he told me that this case doesn't look very harmful for Alice. Unfortunately, in my country, they don't really apply community service or house arrest. It's jail or bail. Considering that she didn't try to steal the car, didn't try to break into it, there will only be a case of vandalism. And I don't know how it works in other countries, but here, the process can take years and cost a lot, during which time Alice would have been free, and most likely I would have had to pay for the car's repairs myself until I received insurance money. And going back to her father, yes, he would have paid for everything. He always did. As far as I know, she's their only child, and even if they are not a very rich family, they would do absolutely anything to protect their daughter.
This is a Karen origin story.
Villain origin story. When you're a spoiled brat and your parents bail you out of everything, how will you ever learn to accept consequences of your poor actions?
I will not.
It's true though. She needs to learn a lesson. I just don't know. I mean,
they created a monster.
It's true, but jail. She personally should have to pay the car off herself. That's what I think.
But she can't though.
Well, work. Don't make her dad pay.
You're a better person than me. I'd make her want to go to jail. But I think she's trying to make the argument that the vandalism would probably not result in a jail sentence. So this is probably the reason why she's become so spoiled, and she believes everything she wants is due to her. I met them the day before the wedding. They're good people. It's not my job to tell them how to educate their daughter. She does not have a job at the moment, and her new husband does not earn very much. They lived in her parents' house, and after this incident, her father asked them to move. I think this was worse than prison for her. The horror of working for her money from now on. Oh no! Poor little entitled spoiled brat. Yeah. Regarding my cousin, yes, he went ahead with the wedding. Yeah,
I don't know about that, buddy.
This isn't going to end well. That's all I can tell you. I would like to have more details of their so-called marriage, but they don't even post on social media anymore. I pray for a divorce.
The optimist in me thinks that maybe she can change, right? With some therapy, some good people, some good laughs, and some serious reflection.
I'm a little petty, and I'm happy to think that she's scared now, expecting to drag her to court at any moment. Okay, maybe very petty. That's all. If the situation gets out of control again, I promise to come back with the information. Considering the fact that she's probably not going to go to jail, I guess maybe I agree with you, Mike, that that's punishment enough.
Forcing her dad to kick her out of the house, cut her off financially, I think that's punishment enough, and it'll teach her some valuable lessons about accountability and to not be a bitch.
Don't be a... So, are you the a-hole for getting a bride arrested on her wedding day? You are not the a-hole, my dear.
I don't think you're an a-hole. I think she's an a-hole. You're not the a-hole.
You're not the a-hole.
Am I the asshole for loudly confronting my coworker in front of everyone when she wrongfully believed I had groomed my wife? I, male, am 30 years old. My wife, My wife... My wife has a 7-year-old son, Max, who she had when she was 15 years old. The father, who was her boyfriend in junior high school and is the same age as Jessica, actually left the state when he and his family learned that she was pregnant. Jessica has no idea where he is since her family is well off and she didn't really need or care for his support. I met Jessica when she was 20 and we dated for a year and then got married when she was 21. I love Max and I raise him as if he was my own son. Last month, Max came to my workplace with Jessica in the early afternoon to surprise me with a lunch outing. As they waited for me to finish up a meeting, the front desk secretary, Claire, chatted with Jessica. I wasn't there for the conversation, but Claire was stunned at how young Jessica looked, and Jessica said, "Oh, I'm 22. Apparently, Claire did a bit of napkin math and came to the following conclusions. 1, Jessica is 22 and I'm 30. 2, Max is 7. 3, that means Jessica and I had Max when she was 15 and I was 23. Apparently, from that day on, Claire began gossiping about this, and I had no idea what was going on, but I did notice that Claire abruptly changed her attitude towards me, glaring when she thought I wasn't looking or rolling her eyes when I talked to other people. Well, today at work, when I was in the bathroom washing my hands, I overheard Claire gossiping with a new hire about my underaged wife outside the door by the water cooler. I left the bathroom and then walked up behind Claire. She turned around and looked like a deer in headlights at me. So I announced loudly, "Hi, Claire. You see, I'm not Max's biological father. In all of your gossiping to other people, you forgot to mention the most obvious possibility, which is that I was his stepfather. I will, by the way, be reporting you to HR for this." I headed directly to HR and explicitly told them what Claire had said, and the manager, a fellow gossip friend of Claire's, asked if I really wanted to escalate this over something so small. I said yes. She then told me Claire is a single mother and relies on this job, and that I shouldn't have embarrassed her in front of the office like that. I insisted on filing a report. After calming down a bit, I do kind of feel bad about what I did. Claire cried at her desk and left early. Was I an asshole to approach the issue this way?